Hey guys, what's going on? I'm BMOC. You're now tuned into BMOCTV. So today I want to talk about one of the most important hip-hop albums to come out for some time. I want to predict, this is just a prediction because the album just came out, that this will be one of the most important hip-hop albums of this decade. And that is Kendrick Lamar's How to Pimp a Butterfly. So the official release date was supposed to be March 23rd. There was a report that it was a slip up with the label and it came out by mistake on midnight, March 16th, which I'm not mad about. I don't know anybody else that's mad about that. But in any case, as soon as I heard it was out, I went to iTunes, I purchased it, and I listened to it. And before this review, I've actually listened to it 5 times. All the way through, even the tracks I've already heard before. While listening to this album, it gives me the same feel as Public Enemy's It Takes a Nation to Hold Us Back. It's really refreshing to see the younger MCs really stepping up to the plate and speaking on things outside the hip-hop norm. So let's get into the album. One of the first things I was really surprised about was that there were no credited Dr. Dre produced tracks. I thought actually that he would have more production on this album than the last album. However, I don't want to speculate or allege anything, but there's a song called How Much Does a Dollar Cost? And the drum patterns in the piano sounds a lot like Dr. Dre's earlier production. If you think back about Lost Ones and Minority Report with Jay-Z, the drum pattern and the snares and the piano riffs, they sound really close to a Dr. Dre track. I'm not saying Love Dragon happens to be Dr. Dre. I've never heard of Love Dragon before. I'm pretty good with reading credits and knowing who producers are. I've never heard of this person. And on top of that, why would Dr. Dre hide his name when the label could capitalize off of producing the track? I don't know. But if something comes out later that Love Dragon is really Dr. Dre and maybe it's a production name or some type of another secret identity, then I wouldn't be surprised. The first track on the album is called Wesley's Theory, which features George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelic. This entire album screams funky and psychedelic, so it's no surprise that he would collaborate with them. And this song starts the theme of the album, where Kendrick Lamar is saying, yes, I've had success, I've been able to put myself in a better situation, but society still sees me as this black man who's a terror. And you treat me better because I've had success, but you're not treating my community better. You're not treating people who look like me, and that's still an issue. Then he has a really creative interlude called For Free, which reminds me of an old Spike Lee movie. Just the score and the horns and the pianos and the rhythm of the song sound like it could be something straight up out of a Spike Lee film. And it goes into King Kunta, which is one of my favorite songs on this album. And even in the title of the song, King Kunta basically saying how, you know, we're kings and queens but still live by a slave mentality. And this song to me could be this new generation's I'm Black and I'm Proud by James Brown. So then right after that, you get into a track called You. Based on the story, and this could be a real life thing, it seems like he was battling depression at the highest point of his career. But then on I, it's like the flip side, because that track was You, then you go to I. Now the I version of the album is different from the I version that was a single. The I version that was a single is a little just more polished, straight, you know, radio hit. And then the album is more like a live concert where he's performing for a group of people and he sees 2 crowd members fighting. And he's saying, listen, we don't need any more black on black violence. How many people have we lost fighting each other and killing each other? And it's almost like he meant to do an abstract version of the song. Maybe he's feeling like the backlash people who didn't really embrace it at first. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna put it on the album, but I'm gonna use this time, this 4 minutes to promote the song, to promote this Grammy winning song, but also spread a message that I wanna share with the people. Then there's a track called Hood Politics, where Kendrick Lamar's flow is sick. And the cool thing about Kendrick Lamar is that even though he's concentrating on the flow and the delivery, he's concentrating even more on the message. He also takes a very needed shot at the critics when he says, the critics say we need real hip hop back, we want to support it, but he says if that was the case, then Killer Mike will be platinum. And I've been saying this for the longest, that there's so many other conscious MCs that are making the same type of music, they're saying the same message, but they get overlooked. Then we get to the song Complexion, A Zulu Love, which is probably my second favorite on the album outside of Blackberry. In this song, Kendrick Lamar is talking about the tale between 2 slaves, one that's dark skinned that's in the field, and one that's light skinned in the house. He's saying it doesn't really matter what skin complexion we are, it's all the same love. And then the icing on the cake, it features one of my favorite female MCs, Rhapsody. Now if you don't know who Rhapsody is, you need to stop this blog. Well, stop it after I'm done because I need the hits and the likes. But after this blog, go and Google Rhapsody. She's been working with Knife Wonder for some time now. I'm so amazed, surprised, and refreshed that they did this song together. Then we get to my favorite song, as I mentioned, The Blacker the Berry. If you want the trunk banger, of the album, like if you want to ride down the street, you'd be like, I want to play the hardest song ever, The Blacker the Berry is it. And in this song, he just talks about so much. How society views young black men and being proud of who he is. Regardless of the stereotypes that you put on him or put on us, his peers, I'm proud of who I am. You're not going to make me ashamed of where I come from in my culture. From the beginning of the album, he actually says a few words after each song, and they kind of build upon each other, almost like building to a poem. And at the end of the last song, Mortal Man, you hear that it's not just a poem, but it's the beginning of an imaginary interview he has with Tupac. And I never would have expected that the beginning of the album would play out like that. I mean, if you already weren't impressed with the album, I think that just sealed the deal. So as I always say, I don't want to gas the album. I mean, it just came out today. And originally, I was gonna just wait a week, but every song, the message really spoke to me. Now, I see already people are comparing it to Good Kid, Mad City. I wanna say this. I think Good Kid, Mad City was a classic album. It is very difficult as a new artist to come out with your first official album, because he had mixtapes and things before, but his first major label debut as a classic. I feel Good Kid, Mad City was an important album for Kendrick Lamar, for Compton, for the West Coast, for any hip-hop lover around America. I think the Pimp a Butterfly is going to be an important moment in music history. So now I want to know how you guys felt about it. What did you think on first listen? What did you think about the message and the delivery, the flow, and the song structure? What are your opinions? So thanks again, guys, for watching. I post new videos every Tuesday and Wednesday. Music reviews, music discussions, relationships. You can always find me at youtube.com/BMOCTV or BMOC.TV. Also, if you want to know how you can win a free copy of this CD and any of the music that I talk about, go to the contest tab at BMOC.TV. I'm BMOC. Peace.